here. This is an output view. So here you can see this output, right? And the three dots, you can find the settings. So hope you are getting this. So basically, these are the basic interface structure is there. And there is a three line you are getting, no? The three line. So on the left side. So that is particularly, we can locate the file, open, these are the options are available, this three line only. Basically, the three line we may call as a hamburger. The tool name is called hamburger. So kindly see this is a hamburger. This symbol is called hamburger. And this menu bar we may call as a menu bar. And whenever click this menu bar, you are getting some kind of tools. Okay, there's called toolbar. So, but when you click this menu bar only, you can get these tools and all. So therefore, we may call as a ribbon. When you click the ribbon, we can get some kind of tools. And this is spreadsheets. It's nothing but your data view. And this here view is called output view. And this here three dots is for the settings. And suppose you want to add some modules. For example, the basically Jamovi software is providing up to the factor analysis only. So like you can see this, like expression, the t-test, ANOVA, regression, frequency. Basically, this kind of basic softwares only should be installed the first time when you install the software. Suppose you want to add some other package like structural equation modeling, some kind of meta-analysis, some kind of advanced calculation base you want to module options, there we can install it. So I'm just going to highlight the same thing in the, so here I'm just showing this. Yeah, I'm just going back to the Jamovi interface. Please, I request all to look onto my Jamovi interface. This is a hamburger. When you click this hamburger, you are getting this kind of pop-up window. In this pop-up window, you are getting, these are the basic options. What are the basic options you are finding means? You are getting the basic option like new. New is nothing but opening a new empty Jamovi interface. Okay. And open, suppose if you want to open already existing data sets, there is two options to that. Hello. I request all to mute by yourself. If you have any doubts, please unmute and talk to me. Otherwise, kindly mute. Yeah. So now the new options, it's for creating a new Jamovi interface. There we can type manually. For example, the variable A, variable B, variable C, like this, we can type manually, right? Suppose you already having the data set in a Excel format, you can go to the open and go to the browse option and you can find this file of Excel and install, import it, automatically comes there. Suppose you don't have data set, you want to explore the data sets directly from the library because the Jamovi has some kind of libraries there, that also we can use it. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Sadia Naju, please kindly mute. So data library, we may get some kind of basic data. It is in cloud storage is available. It is a data set shared by the Jamovi, the contributed, Jamovi people itself. And suppose you want to import special files, go to the special import, save. You know that when we can use the save and save as the same file you want to save in a different file name, we can do the save as. Suppose you want to export the same Excel file in different format like web page, Jamovi template, CSV file, LaTeX file, or objects. So even the SPSS.sav file. So for all the format, if you want to export the data sets, we can use this kind of basic features. So this is available in the format of hamburger. Why is called hamburger? This tool, why is called hamburger? Because you know that the eating one of the eatable things called hamburger. The burger having the three layers, right? So similarly, this having the three layers, therefore, in technological, we may call this a hamburger. This terms we may call this a hamburger. And the right side, when you click this right side, I'm talking about the left side. Now we finish as a hamburger. The right side, we have the three dots. When you click the three dots, we are finding a different settings. So what are the settings that I'm just telling this? Suppose you want to zoom the interfaces. So the first option zooming is there. Suppose I want to zoom 110, 120. Based on zooming, is zooming it. So zoom in, zoom out is possible. Suppose you want to reduce also, you can possible with this. Okay. So suppose whenever you like to zoom in or zoom out, you can use the zoom out option. So basic settings are available. And number format, especially the output need a three special function. Okay. So if you want to get the significant three SF or 4 SF or 5 SF, which you want, you can go with this. Suppose this is for the decimal places. Suppose you like to go with the 2 decimal, 3 decimal, or 4 decimal. So what kind of output do you want? Because that, suppose you need go with only 2 decimal base outcome or output. You can go the 2 decimal. So it's based on our wish only. You can fix it which you want. So this is for the 2 decimal I'm fixing. Similarly, the p-value also you can fix what level, whether you want a 3 decimal or 2 decimals. So which you want, you can go with this. So I'm going to 3 SF. And the references, suppose there is a reference automatically comes when you get a output. That reference you want, you can give this visible. And syntax mode is nothing but R code. Suppose you want to find the R code of this particular, because this is working with the R code only. This R code syntax you want, you can enable the R code. It's automatically the syntax code might be working. And this a plot thing is nothing for the when you go for any kind of diagram, like some plot diagram or scatter diagram. If you want to go with some kind of specific color or specific template, you can go with some basic templates are available. So these are the basic options available. And this for the language. Suppose you are not comfortable for English, you want to go with some other languages, but Indian language is very less only. Some Indian language is there, not all the Indian language supporting Malayalam is there. And all the interface may be converted in Malayalam then. There is a Chinese. So don't try with this. Suppose once you change it, you may be confused how to modify. Keep it as a system default and or go with the English. So this is the options available in this settings, the settings. And any doubts up to now, please? Any doubts up to now? Yeah, I'm just briefing this interfaces, because once you're familiar with the interfaces, you can do any kind of calculations with this software. Any doubts? There is no doubt, mean you can type N in the chat box, letter N. There is no doubt. Okay, fine. So thank you, Vinod sir. Thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Arun Kumar. Okay, thank you, Rukshar. Okay, you can respond in a single letter. So you can respond in singular. That's more than enough to connect with both of us. Yes, now we are understanding the two important interfaces of Jamovi. One is hamburger symbol, other one is settings. The other than this, as already mentioned, this is called ribbon. Okay, and just explaining what is the ribbon. So when you click this ribbon of variable, you are getting some option like edit, compute, transform, add, delete, filters. These are the editing of the data. Suppose you want to edit something in the data sets, you can go with these options, right? Particularly this particularly meant for the variable view. So this is part of the variable to change. For example, I want to give us a gender. So you can define like a gender. B as a locality, you can define as a locality. So can you do this now? I request all to click this variable and check. You can get this interface. Basically, ABC is there. So the 3 columns basically it may becomes. And you can give this A as a gender, B as a locality, and then C is a self concept. Like you can give some 3 variables. This is 3 variable, gender, locality, and self concept. So kindly give this names like this. Once you done it, you can type D in the chat box. So even suppose you don't have Excel sheets, you want to type a data directly from the Jamovi software, you can use this mechanism. Okay. So go to the variable and type the variable A, B, C, D, okay, in the different names. Fine, fine. Okay. Then go to the data view. When you go to the data view, you can see this. Now the gender, locality, and self concept, the variable showing this. One more thing you must be aware of it. I'm just going to highlight this. Please kindly note this. Don't forget at any cost. Because for any data, I mean, any kind of software, there will be a pattern to import a data set. There is a basic rule is there. So I'm just define this rule. Okay. So listen, this is your variable. The variable, it should be in the column basis. Okay. Variable should be a column basis. Please kindly note the variable should be a column basis. So what you can do, whenever you like to type your variables, like you have gender, locality, self concepts, emotional intelligence, all the variables you can type in here vertically. Okay. So vertically, the variable. So I'm just good to this. So normally you know the row and column, right? Row and column. So the row column, you know this. Okay, row column. So row column. So kind of this get yeah. So in this case, a row column. Yeah, yes. So you can see this row and column, right? So in the row, the third letter is W. and the column, the third letter is L. So therefore, the column L represents a vertical, and the row, the third letter W is like a horizontal. So the horizontal things, it is called participant as sample. Actually, the sample representation is discussing about the horizontal. Okay. So for example, this number one talking about the sample one. And this row, for example, this row is talking about the sample number 5. This row is talking about sample numbers 8. So this row is talking about sample number 14. Okay. Therefore, row, I'm just writing this, row represent participant. Participant nothing but sample. Okay, participant. Column represent all the columns in the Excel sheets or any kind of software which you're using for data analysis. The column always representing a variables. This is the basic understanding you must know this. Suppose you are typing ulta, you are typing row as a variable and column as a participant, the output will come, but the entire output will be wrong. Listen. So because if he doesn't know the basic understanding of about how to type a data or variable, so the problem, the SPSS or any software is not understanding what number you are giving this. Based on the number you are importing, give the responses, but the output totally may be wrong. If he doesn't know the basic understanding, row, it is nothing but the sample representation, and column, it is a variable representation. Any doubts up to now? So kindly type me, row represent what? In the case of any kind of data set, suppose if you're using any software, JASP or Jamovi or SPSS, the basic understanding that the column should be a variable, that variable represent in a column basis, and the participant, the sample represent in a row basis. Any doubts, please, now? Yes, thank you, Honey Babu. So others, please kindly involve it. Okay. So yes, column for the variable. It's not only for Jamovi software, but any software. Suppose if you type Ulta also, the Jamovi software or any software may give the response, may give this output, but the entire output will be wrong. Please kindly know this, the output may be wrong. So that will be, you should be understand these things. Right now, I'm just going back to, yeah. Yes. So hope you are getting this gender, locality, and self-column. Suppose I want to add one more column here. Listen, there is a gender. I want to add one more column here. How can I add? Any idea? I want to add one more column before the gender. Okay. So whether I can go with this variable or, so we have the options like add. You can see this. We have the option called add, insert. This is called variable. So go to the variable view, and this we can add this. For example, insert is the append. Insert means for the two variable in between becomes, append means the end is becomes. Similarly, the computer variable, if you want to compute a new variable, like add two numbers and add the third. If you want to add one column and the second column, then we can use this computer. Computer means based on the two variable, if you like to create another variable, you can go to the computer variable. And the transform variable, suppose already X variable, you want to transform to one format to another form. For example, you have a continuous variable. That continuous variable you want to convert it into a categorical variable. That's called transformation. That transformations you can use the transform variable. These are three options are available as part of the data variable. Now I request all to close this interface. I like to all to be open once again the database. Listen. So once again the Jamovi, and we can start from starting onwards. So how to close also I'm just explaining. Click this that into mark. For your case, window showing the right side. When you click this, the close mark, it asking to save or don't save, because I didn't do anything. That's the reason I'm going to the don't save. So after don't save, I request all to once again open a Jamovi software and tell me if you're open. You can type in the chat box open. Okay. So I'm just opening Jamovi software once again. You can see this how I am opening Jamovi software. So I'm just opening Jamovi software now. So I request all to open a Jamovi software once again. So thank you, Vinod sir. So you are correct. The row is a sample and column is a variable. Okay. Yes. Now, hope you don't have any doubts in this, right? So I'm just going to type some of the basic. I'm just giving only 5 database, some 5 participants based data. I'm just typing here. So listen, there is a 3 column already there, A, B, C set column. As I already mentioned that A is A, B, C, the column is a variable. But what I'm going to do, I want to define what is A, right? So what is going to be, I want to define what is A. So for this, we have the 2 options. I'm just going to introduce one more shortcut also. So instead of going to the variable, go to the data. So you are finding this A, B, C as a column basis. Instead of going to the variable and modify the variable here, very simple options. Just go to the data view, double click. You can keep the cursor in the A above. Please, I request all to look onto this. Keep this cursor, keep the cursor, keep the cursor above the column A, double click. When you do the double click, automatically there is a pop-up window, or it maybe goes down, the A maybe goes down, there is a pop-up window may comes. Here is causing the data variable. I'm giving this ID. So like I'm asking, I'm putting as a, the first column is a sample number or participants. So I request all to type the data variable as a participants. And one more thing, this measure type is an ID number. It's an ID because the participant like a sequence 1, 2, 3, 4 like this I'm going to give. Therefore, it is called ID. ID, it is an integer, automatically comes an integer. Okay. So suppose you are like to give this participant name. Instead of a integer, go to the text. Hope you understood. So because I'm going to give this participant name as a 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of a name. If you want to give this name, I can give this a text. But I'm going to give us the integer, so I mean number, therefore I'm just giving the integer. Okay, so I'm just giving this one, and just give this in after selecting the integers, you can type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5 sample. Just I'm giving this idea. Hope you've done this. Hope you've done this. Any doubts up to now? I'm just giving a yeah. Amy, sir, what is the issue? So it's not open. What is the issue? Yeah, fine, fine. So please, I'm going very fastly. So I request all to what you can do. Suppose you are not finding this, go to the data view. So go to the data, click this data ribbon. When you go to the data ribbon, keep the cursor in the A, double click or double click it here. When you double click, it can get this kind of interface. In this interface, ME show, it shows server error. Okay. Sir, I think there's no server error because you are using as a download basis, right? It is, you're not using a cloud basis. It's a software basis. Therefore, server error not, there is no chance. So kindly check your end. Okay. And see the first one, I given the participants, and the participant is an ID. So that's the reason I just give this message type as an ID. And after this, I'm giving the number 1 to 5. Since there I have 5 participants, like 5 sample. And if you want to go to the B, where I want to give us a B as a variable. Okay. The B variable, I want to give the B variable in the name of gender. So what I'm going to do, automatically participant is there. Instead of clicking the B here, just go to this arrow mark. There is a arrow mark like so next variable, or you can click this B here. Automatically goes there only. So there's 2 options. You can click here, the next variable, or click the B here. Automatically B may comes. Here you can type gender. You can type gender. And do you know this gender is a nominal data? And we have the 2 levels. Okay, we have the 2 levels, and just putting one, the first 2 peoples are male, the second 3 peoples are female. So you are getting this option 1, 2. What is the meaning? 1 for the male, 2 for the female. Any doubts up to now? Any doubts up to now? I just define this. Suppose if you like to type everything manually, you can use this. Gender, I can give 1 for male and 2 for a female. Okay. Yes. Now, when it gives 1, 2, automatically the level showing this. This is very important. Listen, the level. So here, what I'm going to define. Please, after typing 1 and 2 here, you can come here in the above the interface. Keep the cursor in the 1 and type instead of 1, you can type male. And instead of 2, you can type female. So this is called level. So see this automatically male is in level 1 and female is in level 2. When you click it, you can see this automatically the 1 and 2 is changing as a male and female. Now the totally male and female change now. So how many of them change this? If you've done this, you can type C in the chat box. How many of them change this male to female, male, female, male, female? So I'm just giving the basic understanding about the interface. After that, I'm going to the calculation part. Okay. I hope any don't doubts. Okay, fine. Listen. Suppose I want to go to the C variable. How can I go? Anyone? I want to create a C variable as a locality. How can I go? Anyone? How can I go the C variable? How can I define the variable C?
You have to click on C column.
Correct. So go to the click on C column and click as a local, give us a locality. So can you know this, the measure type? What is the measure type? What is the measure type? Locality is a nominal, like a rural, urban. So give this. And for this case, I just put 1, 2. What is it represent 1 and 2? Any idea? I'm just putting 1, 2. What is the meaning? 1 represent?
Rural and 2
Yeah.
represents urban.
Yeah. Yeah. How to define it here? Any idea? So after giving this, how to define this? Go to the
Click,
level, type.
click on 1 and type rural, and then click
Yes.
on 2 and type urban.
Okay, fine. Thank you, ma'am. So great. Okay. You can type urban. Okay. So like this, the same thing is available in SPS also, but in the SPS we are doing everything variable view. But the problem variable view, everything, every variable will be visible. But here we can do very, what is it, relaxedly for each variable. We can define very politely, very, what is that, calmlessly we can do this, define this variable and all. Suppose I want to add the new variable. Any idea how can I add the new variable? So already 3 variables over. So you can go to the next. So if you go to the next, automatically you're getting this. So we're getting this one. Okay. So here, when you go to the new, I mean, next, automatically you are getting the 3 options: new data variable, new computed variable, and new transform variable. But we are going to create new variable. Therefore, go to the new data variable, click this new data variable, then the DMAMH, you can give this variable, like I'm just giving this management. Okay. So there is another variable called management. The management is also nominal, but I'm going to give the number 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 is for the government, 2 for aided, 3 for self-finance. Like this, I'm giving this. Okay, 1, 2. So I'm just given this. So how we can define this? Once again, go to the management, give this level, management, government, 2 for aided, 3 for self-finance. Okay. Self-finance. This is the way we can define this. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Can you
yes,
please just repeat the same thing? Where to go for next?
Madam, you are already the locality is there, right? So
Yes,
after the
sir.
locality,
Yes,
there is
sir.
a arrow mark. So you can
Yes.
see this arrow mark. Click this next
Oh,
variable. When you
okay,
click this
sir.
next variable, it asking this option: new data variable and new computer variable. Click this new data variable.
Yes,
When you
sir.
click the new data variable, it asks the new variable name E. There you can give this new variable name. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. So now I'm just going with the steady habits. Okay. So steady habits, it is a continuous variable. Listen, there's a continuous variable. I'm just giving this continuous variable and just give the continuous variable. Okay. So when I go with the continuous variable, there's a scores like a continuous format. I just give the scores like 34, 42, 43, 42, 42, and 40. Okay. There is a number. There is a steady habit, this scores. So just I'm showing this data sets how it's visible. Please kindly check with this now. So now you can see this male, the first column, it is a participant. The second column, variable gender. The third column is locality. The fourth column, management. The fourth column is study habits. So these all things are there. And what you have to do this, as already mentioned this, the row represent variable. For example, I'm just asking that what is the third participants, the third participant or third sample, what is the locality? Any idea? What is the locality of the third participants? What is the locality of the third participants? How we can we find this? That part, the third participants. Sendil Kumar sir, kindly mute sir. Sendil Kumar sir. Sendil Kumar, please kindly mute. Yeah.
Please repeat the question, sir.
Madam, the questions here, we have 5 participants now, or 5 sample now. The questions very simple. The third participant belongs to which locality? The third participant belongs to which locality?
Rural.
Yes. So, yeah, how you are telling this? Because you are checking the third row in this third column, right? You are finding the rural. Okay. Now this next question. So what is the score of the 5th sample in the case of study habits? What is the score? What is the score of the 5th sample in the study habits?
36.
36. Right. Now, if you want to ask the next question. So kindly describe the characteristics of the sample number 2. What are the characteristics of sample number 2?
Sample number 2 is a male participant
Ah,
which belongs to the urban locality,
great.
and the management is aided one with the score of 43.
How you can tell this? Because
By
that's
looking at the data, we can
data. Yeah, that is called that. When it's talking about the second sample, you are checking with the row, right? We are checking the row, but the row is representing a sample, but you are content with the column. So the first column, the second column is related to gender. Therefore, the second sample is a male. So the third column related to locality. Therefore, second sample is an urban. This is the way you are connected. Is it correct?
right,
So
sir.
therefore, as I already mentioned this, row represent what is a row? Row is a
Row represents
sample.
the sample and column
Column
represents the
represent
variable.
yes, fine. So any
Can
doubt
we
in this?
add one more column in between?
Yes, suppose I want to add locality. You want to add here, right? So what you can go here, you can do the right click. There is an option is there. When you go with the right click, what is the option is there?
Add variable.
Add variable. In this add variable, we have the option called insert variable, append variable, right? Suppose when I click the insert, what happened? You can see this. It comes in between the gender and locality. Hope you are getting this.
Yeah. Yes.
So this way, suppose you want to delete. Suppose I want to delete the C variable. Click, right click. What is the option is there? Delete variable. So everything's customizable. Okay. You can add, delete, everything's very simple.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right? Suppose how we can be delete, how we can close this, any idea? I want to close this interface, the data variable interface I want to close. How we can do this? There is a error mark.
But
Click
before closing, we need to save it, right, sir?
No, no, I'm talking about this interface. I'm talking about this interface. The above, there is a pop-up window, no, data variable view.
Yeah.
How we
right.
can close this? Just to close, click this, okay? Automatically close. Okay, upward error. Of course, it's an upward error. So hope you are getting this basic understanding about the interface. Any doubts? The basic interface?
No, sir.
Okay, so now just you can say this and same thing I'm just explaining with this yeah, PowerPoint. There's a new file, the hamburger having new file, open file, import file, and export file. This we already discussed. And the ribbons, we have these options. And this is the options also we discussed, the 3 dots, this is setting options available. And this and main things, just I'm talking about how to insert a data sets. Okay, main thing which I like to focusing now, for example, you can see, go to the analyze, I request all to click the analyze or analysis. When you click this analysis, you are getting the exploration, t-test, ANOVA, regression, frequency factor, right? You are getting this, right? How many of them got the same thing? Yes. So, but you can see me, I can have some more also. Flex plot, SQL, and SEM, sexual equation modeling, major, met mode, median moderating variable. Like this, you're getting some more features, right? Some more calculation. Is it right? Do you know how to insert this like add-in software? Like even the SPS also, the SPS, the people are using for sexual equation modeling one software. Do you know what is the software? Text education modeling, the people are using one software while using the SPS. What is the software? Like path analysis and all? Any idea? Yes, thank you, Ashna. Okay, you are correct. It's an Amos software. It isn't exactly an Amos. But the Amos software, that also is paid in the case of SPS. But here, everything is a free open source. Here, the same structural equation modeling, without Amos software, we can able to do this. I'm just telling this how to install the software first. Okay. So what you can do, I request all to go to the modules. Suppose you want to install this kind of software. You want to add some more software like this. Okay, what you can do, yes, of course, Balasubramanian, you are correct, our lab and all. Go to the modules. When you go to the modules, you are getting this interface like Jamovi library and manage installed. Okay. I request all to click this Jamovi library. When you click the Jamovi library, you are getting the 3 options: installed, available, and sideload. Do you get this? How many of them reach this? Those who reach this level, you can type R in the chat box. Hope you reach this. Hope you reach. Yes, thank you, Mageshwari. Thank you, Vinod sir. What about others? Any doubts? Yeah. Yes, fine. Now you can see this. When you go to the install, you are getting the basic your tools, right? But I have some more extra, right? So install means you already installed software is available there, right? Already installed one is visible. Suppose you want to add some more software from your end, what you can do, I request all to go to the available options, and request all to install this software. There is an power analysis or linear model, or just go with the SEM first. Okay, there is a structural equation modeling, SEM 1.2.4. I request all to click the install. There is an option called install. Sir, user, please, there is a name user, please kindly mute. So I request all to use the SEM 1.2.4 structural equation modeling based on Lavan. I request all to install. There is an option called install. Kindly click. When you click install, automatically you are getting the SEM here. Kindly check how many of them got this SEM, this icon in your interface. Those are getting this icon, you can type yes in the SEM in the chat box. Sir, user, please, user, please. Kindly mute. Kindly mute. Yeah, how many of them installed? Yes, fine. So great. Emmy, Karthikeyan sir, Ashna, yes, Bhuneshwari, Akshit, okay. Yes, fine. Okay, SEM, okay, fine. Hope you are following how to install another software. Yes, next one. When I go to the modules, I'm recommending some more software which is going to help you a lot. Go to the Jamovi library, go to the available, go with this other software like you can see this. There is a suppose you want to go with the confidence interval or the estimate statistics, you can install this software, SK software. And there is another software, path analysis. So I request all to install at least 3 software, path analysis, and this one, SEM, as well as the estimation. Suppose you like to do the further analysis like meta-analysis, all the softwares are freely available. You can install this like add-on software, same like Amos, right? But every software is freely available. You can install any software which you like to do, because some of softwares, some of the calculations we are not doing it. For example, snow cluster and all we are not doing. Some management people, they're using the multivariate analysis for the snow cluster. They can use it. For the education, for the some basic research people, they are not using it. So based on your needs, kindly install the software, because nearly 120, more than 100 free add-on softwares are available in this database, right? You can install the software which you like, right? But which is needed, you can install. Don't be install all, okay? And there's another option called side load. The side load is nothing but suppose you are having the capability to develop a software, then that software you can add as an add-on, okay? Then you can upload here. That's the software you can develop by yourself, okay? Develop by yourself. Sir, user, please.
There is a lot of disturbance, sir. We are not able to hear.
Yeah. User, please kindly mute. Yeah. One minute, I just trying for
Still they have not.
So I just find this. Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm trying my end. Okay. I'm trying my end. That's the user, right? Showing this. It's not possible to remove them. Okay. User. Cyril, can you check how to remove them? I'm not able to check because I'm not admin, I think so. So kindly remove them if possible, or kindly mute them otherwise. Okay. Still there isn't. Okay. Yes. Just how many of them install this? So those are install the software, kindly type in the chat. Okay. So there is a question. I answer the question, so I'm checking this. So can you please repeat how to add the participants column? I left it behind some time. No, don't worry, ma'am. I will tell you. Don't worry. I will explain once again. So any doubts up to now, please. Any doubts up to now, kindly ask me. Kindly ask me. Cyril, Mitra Publications. Cyril, yeah, kindly mute them. Yeah, fine, thank you. Okay. Hope I'm audible to all of you. I'm audible. Okay, so now it's clear, I think, the voice. Okay, sorry for this.
Sir, please repeat which one software we have to install.
Madam, you can install three
SEM
softwares now. One is structural equation modeling, SEM, SEM. Go to the available, and check, because a lot of softwares are available. You can otherwise go to the search. You can type SEM, SEM, structural equation modeling, install. Okay. So once you install, automatically comes there. Then parallel, you can go to the path analysis. It's called path analysis. Go with the path analysis. This also you can install. At least you can install two software. And one more software, there is a diagram based, that's called FlexPlat. That's suppose you want to use some graph, go with the FlexPlat. Okay. This also you can install. So I recommend at least you can go with three add-in software to install it. So like this, you can go with n number of software to install. Okay. So based on your calculation, which are things you needed, you can go with this. Okay. Right. So hope any doubts up to now? Any doubts? So now we are getting some interface idea. So there is a two views. Basically, the two view that it's Jamovi. One is the left side. It's a data set view. That's nothing but the spreadsheet view. The right side, you are getting a output view. And other than this, there is some of the main features there. One is called hamburger. Other one is called 3 dots for the settings. And this is another one, models to install a new software, And this is a menu, ribbons. When you click this ribbons, you are getting the different calculations. Okay, different data view, analysis, all the tools are available. Now I have a small request all of you. I'm just giving you 2 minutes time. You should identify there is a one icon, very small icon is available. Suppose I want to close this. So I want to close this entire screen. Okay, I want to close this entire data view. So I'm just done it, no? So I'm doing everything manually. So instead of that, there is a small button. You can close this entire data view like this. Or suppose you want to close this entire view also, output view also, you can close like this. There is a small button is available in this interface. Instead of doing manually, instead of doing the drag and drop, there is a small options available. Kind of which is an option we can use to close this entire this one like output view. I
So
want
maybe that beside the 3 dots at the left side, we can see one
exactly.
arrow.
You are correct. This is an tool. Please kindly see this. Nearby besides the 3 dots, there is a small icon. When you click this, what happened? You can see this. The entry is showing this. Suppose you want to come back to the normal view, click this, come back. So this might be using to get looking your outputs properly. Suppose when you do the calculation, you may get a lot of outputs. That time this might helping a lot. Any doubts up to now? This is a basic interface. Hope you don't have any doubts in the interface. Any doubts in the interface? So hope there is no doubt in the interface view. Okay, I'm just explaining the other features. Variable view, data for typing a data, analysis for doing analysis. Suppose in the case of edit, suppose you want to do some kind of edit like a bold heading, you want to add center alignment, left alignment, right alignment. This time you can use this kind of edit options. So hope you don't have any doubts about this, right? Sir, Vinod sir, automatically this is a reference of the, we are doing is analysis, right? So the problem when you're using SPS also, we are not giving a proper citation because we are using a SPS software for doing analysis. But we need to be cited because like there is an, what is that, research ethics that which are the people, which are software we are using, we should be emphasized in our research report. But nowadays we are not giving a acknowledgement to the SPS software, any data analysis software. That is the reason they given their references. Suppose while using the software, what you can do, after preparing an article or for the research report, kindly keep as a reference because you are using the Jamovi tool, Jamovi version 2.6. This is a tool you are using. Look like acknowledgements, look like citing. You are using this tool for doing analysis. So everything we need to be cite properly. Hope you are getting, sir. We know, sir, why is the site reference coming, right? But basically we are not doing the proper site because we are using SPS software, any software, but we are not acknowledging them. We are not giving the citation them, but that is the reason it's automatically giving some idea to references. Just you can copy and paste in your research report or in your dissertation report. Or when suppose we are using this analysis, okay. Yes, now I'm just moving to some other features, which is yeah. So before that, I request all to go to my. There is an I think the morning I shared you one drive link. How many of them use this drive link? How many of them download the drive? How many of them download the drive? So otherwise, kindly go to the WhatsApp group which they created. So what you can do. So in this, you can see this. There is a yeah. So I shared. There is a folder. I mean, there is a drive. I'm sharing once again. Those are not access. Once again, go to the WhatsApp group and share the link. Okay, this is a new link. I'm sharing this. Okay. Similarly, I'm sharing the same link in the chat box also now. Those are not getting, you can find this. Okay, I'm just going to the entire users. Yeah, getting to the chat. So I'm sharing this. I request all to click this that the chat box. There is a drive I share. When you click this link, it directing to one website. I mean, on my drive. There you can find out here folders. How many of them find this folder? How many of them find this folder? Hope you are finding this folder, right? Hope you are finding this folder. Yes.
Which one,
Yeah.
sir?
Madam, I shared in our chat box itself, there is a folder. I mean, there is a drive. Kindly click that link. You are getting a 6 folder. You are clicking the 6 folder.
Yes,
I
sir,
request
yes.
all to download all the 6 folders later because I'm regularly uploading each when day wise. I'm going to upload some more what is it content also. Please, I request all to check daily. So today maybe download, but tomorrow if you're not seeing this, I maybe add some more documents also. So kindly check it every day because I may add some based on the date. I mean, based on the lectures, I may add some more content also. Now I request all to download this one, data sets demonstration. This you can download. How to download it? When you click it here, so you can easily download. When you click it here, it's asking to download the entire folder. Okay. Yeah, if there is a right click, go to the download. There is a right click, go to the download. When you go to the download, you may get this zipping file. It's downloading. So I request all to download the data sets. I request all to download this data sets. How many of the download? Those are downloaded, you can type D in the chat box. Those are downloaded, type D in the chat box. Those are downloaded, type D in the chat box. Yes, fine. Right. Now, after this, kindly open the zip file. Kindly open the zip file. Then when you open the zip file, so I'm just downloading. So after downloading, so kindly go to your download and check your, yeah, I'm just checking this download. Oh, sorry. So how many of them downloaded? So for me, I have the data sets with me. Okay. So kindly click this, that downloaded one. I mean, there is a zip file. Open your, when you double click it, it's automatically open your folder. There you can find some, how many files is there? How many file is there? So you might find this kind of file. You can see that this is a file, you may find this. This is 24. I'm just showing this file. Yeah. So dataset demonstration. Hope you are getting this file. There is here 8 documents. I mean 8 file. There is an 8 Excel file, right? Right. So now I request at least you can open the first one. So open your first one. Open your first one. Or better to download every file in desktop. I request all to download anything in your desktop. Keep everything desktop. So you can see this. There is a data set. The data sets, the main variable is environmental awareness and green skill attitude. Green skill attitude. Okay. Right. So listen, please kindly see me. See this interface. There is a sample that's called first column, 1000 data, find gender, qualification, management, locality, environment awareness, green skill attitude. Therefore, the two main variable, two steady variable, others are demographic variable. Hope you are getting this file. Now I request all to save in a desktop. I request all to save in a desktop. Only this file you can save in desktop. Do you know how to save? You can do anyway. I'm just going to save us and just keeping my desktop and save. I request all to save this file because it's an Excel file. Now I'm going to import this Excel file direct into the Jamovi. Are you ready now? I'm going to export into Jamovi. I'm going to export into Jamovi. I request all to download and open it and check this file, whether this is the same file. After this, you can go to save as and save in the desktop. Those who are saved in desktop, you can type DD in the chat box. Those who are saved in desktop, you can type DD in the chat box. Yes, I'm just going to close this. Okay, now I request all to open a Jamovi interface now. Jamovi. I hope that previous Jamovi you maybe close it. Okay, I request all to, even if you have opened the previously, there's any Jamovi interface. That's no need to be saved. Okay, so what you can do, click, otherwise you can close it. Okay, sometime maybe close how many interface that will create confusion. Go to close the entire Jamovi first. Entire Jamovi can close and open a new Jamovi interface. Open a new Jamovi interface. Open a new Jamovi interface. Those are open in new Jamovi interface. You can type O in the chat box. How many of them create? Type O in the chat box, right? O means is open Jamovi, right? So now what I'm going to do, I'm opening that Excel data set which is available in my desktop and directly open to Jamovi software. So it's like I'm going to import only. I'm going to import a variable. Listen, I'm just importing my data set into the Jamovi software. Are you ready now? Are you ready? Please kindly see me how I'm going to import. So how we can import? So as already mentioned, the hamburger is very important tool. Click this hamburger. When you click this hamburger, there is an option called open and special import. Which is more appropriate? Anyone? Which one? We can go with this open or special import. Both is fine. First you can go the open. Both is fine. You can open. Go to the open. And there's an option called this PC and data library. What is called this PC? So in your system, you are already having a data set that you are going to open. That's like your computer, right? So Preeti, Jebakani, both is fine, but better to go to open. Okay, both is. Go to the browse. When you go to the browse, please I kindly check. Go to the browse and select the desktop and select this file. Select this file which you downloaded. The file name is called survey data set number 1. Click and open. When you click open, the entire data set is opening into your Jamovi interface. Kindly check whether it's visible to your end. I mean, whether you open in your end. Kindly check. Kindly give. Sorry, it's importing now. So how many they imported? How many they imported? Those are imported. Type I in the chat box. Those are imported. Type I in the chat box. Great. So now we are getting this, right? Yes, fine. Okay. So hope you are imported. Yes, fine. So Michael, Roser, Shruti, fine. Yes, now listen. Please kindly see my interface once again. Now what I'm going to do, before that I have some question for you. Like listen, because this you must be aware of it, basic understanding about the data set, right? The first is a sample, right? Sample is a variable. Sample is a variable. Just I'm doing this in sample representation and give you the number like 1, 2, 3. So do you know how many sample is that? How many sample is that? Any idea? How many sample? How many sample? How many sample in the data set? How many sample in the data sets? Any idea? Already some people scored 1000, but very simple we can find from this. Any idea? There is an output. It's already showing this, the number of sample here. Where you can find the number of sample? There is no need to scroll up and down and down. There is an answer is available there itself. Where is the answer? Can you see down? Are you able to see the down? There is called row count. Okay, this option is not available in SPSS. Listen, this option is not available in SPSS. This is called row count. What is the row count? Row count, as already mentioned, the row represent what? Row represent what? Row represent? We already discussed. Row represent? Madam, click open automatically the Pallavi, madam. Once you open, it's opening there. Yeah,
Row
yes, post that.
represents sample.
Yes, of course. Therefore, the sample is visible, right? The row is nothing but sample, therefore 1000 sample. Right, now the question for you. Number of variables, do you know how many variables available in this data sets? Number of variables. Which are the variables? Gender,
Gender,
qualification,
qualification, locality.
locality. There is a 4 categorical variable. Listen, 4 categorical variable and 2 steady variable, right? Therefore, altogether, how many variables? Abhiksha, that sample, we cannot take it as a variable. Other than this, you can count this. Therefore, 4 categorical variable and 2 continuous variable, right? 2 continuous. Any doubts in this? Altogether, how many variables? Altogether,
Six.
how many variables? 6 variables, right? So, hope you are getting this. Sorry, 4 plus 2. Sorry, 4 plus 2. It is a 6 variables. Now, please kindly see me. What before entering this data set, before doing the further calculation, first we must check whether we are defined properly. You can see this gender, you are getting some kind of diagram. In the gender nearby, there is a symbol. Are you able to see the symbol? What does symbol represent? Any idea? What is the symbol? And similarly, when you go to the environment, automatically the symbol showing this another symbol, right? Why is showing difference? Any idea?
Because they 4 belong to the same category and these 2 belong to another category.
Of course, you are correct, madam. So
Difference
this was
between the
typo.
scales.
Yeah, of course, this is different with this. There is a 4 scales, you know that, Candice Stevenson. One is called nominal, ordinal, interval ratio, right? Now, before doing the calculation, we have to cross check whether all the data sets comes with different data type. It's what is the directly is taking the consideration is what kind of data sets, okay, that particular variable. But we need to find, I mean, we need to manually also we had to assign it, whether it's correct or not. So I request all to click the sample, double click the sample. Actually, sample is not a continuous variable because the sample is an ID. Is it correct? Sample is not in a nominal data, ordinal data. It's like a number representation. Number represents like an ID number, right? 1 is an ID number of sample 1. 2 is a sample number ID. Is it correct? Therefore, the measure type what we can give. What is the measure type? It is an ID. Listen, when you click this measure type, this is the things very important. Measure type, there is a 4 types normally. Basically, is nominal, ordinal, interval ratio. But we cannot find the interval ratio. Instead of what is the term you are finding here? Listen. What is the terms here is finding?
Continuous.
Continuous. Listen, according, yeah. So these things you must be aware of it. Even the SPS also, the similar thing is that. So basically, we have nominal data, nominal, ordinal, okay, interval, interval ratio, okay, interval ratio. So these 2 things called categorical variable. Which is the 2 things called categorical variable? Nominal
And ordinal.
ordinal. Nominal, ordinal is a categorical variable. Okay. The interval ratio is called continuous variable. Okay. Continuous variable. It's a continuous variable. Please kindly adjust with my handwriting because I'm using some pen. It's not big clicks come. It's a continuous variable. And basically, this continuous variable in the SPS is called scale variable. In the SPS, it's called scale variable. Okay. So in the SPS, we may call it a scaling variable. But in the case of Jamovi, it automatically comes as what variable? What is the variable?
Continuous.
Continuous. Hope you are getting this. What's the difference between basically the 3 characteristics: nominal, ordinal, interval ratio based on 3 characteristics. One is called magnitude value, and second property is called equal intervals, and third one is called absolute zero. So these are the 3 properties is dividing the 3 category. I mean 4 category of nominal, ordinal. So the nominal, there is no magnitude, there is no equal intervals, there is no absolute zero in the case of nominal data sets. Okay. In the case of ordinal, only magnitude present, there is no equal interval, there is no absolute zero. So in the case of interval, magnitude present, equal interval present, absolute zero not present. In the case of the last one, what is this? Interval ratio. In the case of ratio, all the 3 things present. Okay. In magnitude present, equal interval present, absolute zero present. This is the way the 3 or 4 things are we divide. And basically, these 2 things called categorical. The last 3 things called continuous. Hope you are having any doubts in this. These are the things you must be aware of it, right? Therefore, the sample here, it is a ID here. In this case, ID. It is not a continuous. Therefore, what we can select here? We have to select as a ID. Any doubts? Any doubts? Here it is called ID. I request all to select ID. And this data type is here integer. Why? It is an integer instead of text. When we can use the text, any idea? Suppose if we are giving the sample name like Albert, Babu, then you can give the text. But here the sample represent is a number, gives an integer. Now what about second gender? Gender is a basically what type? Nominal, automatic nominal. See, this is symbol nominal for this symbol, ordinal this symbol, continuous for this symbol. So this understanding must be known of this. So hope you have the understanding. Nominal, ordinal, interval. Nominal, this is symbol. Ordinal, this is a scale. I mean, ordinal is nothing but ranking. Continuous is scaling variable. That's the reason the scale type is there. Okay. And this is an ID. So in this case, gender is the nominal, and the qualifications are nominal. Management is a nominal, and locality is a nominal. But environment awareness is a continuous, because it's a continuous variable, because start from 100 to 2000, 200 something. So there is a continuous number. There's a continuity is there. So if you go to the next variable, green skill also, there is a continuous. There is a green skill also continuous. So altogether, the 4 categorical variable and 2 continuous variable. Any doubts up to now, please? This was the basic understanding you must be aware of. Then only tomorrow onwards you can able to follow me properly. Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now we are going to define this variable. So up to now we done it. What is only the data measure type? These 2 things very important: measure type and data type. Right now, kindly close this. Now what you can do? We had to define what is 1, 2. 1 is for male, 1 is for 2 for female. How to define it? Any idea? Click once again. Double click.
on-
Go to the level. Give
Click.
male, 1 for male, 2 for female. So when it gives itself, the levels come. You can see this automatically male, this one showing this, female 2. When you click away, automatically male, females comes. How many of them change this? How many of them change this male, female? Those are changes you can type, see in the chat box. Those are changes, type, see in the chat box. Are you able to follow me properly? Right. Yes. Okay. Now, the qualification, 1 for UG, 2 for PG. How we can define this? Any idea? Go to the here. Click the qualification. Give this 1 for UG, 2 for PG. So kindly define 1 for UG, 2 for PG. So kindly do this. Yes. Next, management. So give this 1 for, go to the managements. The management, 1 for government, 2 for aided, 3 for private. 3 for private. Okay. So kindly do this. And locality, 1 for rural, and second for urban. Okay. Class okay. Hello. Oh, there's an urban. Okay. Yes. So how many of them made this? Those who have done this, you can type D in the chat box. We can go to the next level. We can go to the next level. We can go to the next level. Yes, fine. Right, fine. Right, great. Okay. So now we imported data set. Now we done a define a variable. All the things we done it. We check with this the measure type and data type. Everything we done it, right? Now we are going to the descriptive statistics. Are you ready now? We are going to export the descriptive statistics, right? Descriptive. So can I take up to 8:15 if you are all are okay? Can I take up to, because we didn't complete? I'm going with 8:15 or 8:20 something. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, fine. Now I request all to use any Word documents if you need it. Otherwise, I'm just going to explain something related to descriptive statistics. Basically, descriptive statistics. Do you know what is called descriptive statistics? What does it mean by descriptive statistics? Any idea? What is the meaning of descriptive statistics? Why it's called descriptive?
The data is described.
Yeah, here the data is described. So here the data is nothing but sample. It's called sample. The descriptive statistics is talking about the sample characteristics. Listen, the descriptive statistics is nothing but it is describing the sample characteristics. But the inference statistics, we are getting some inferences about the population from the sample. There is an inferences coming, but descriptive statistics only describe the sample, right? The sample characteristics. Here, there is a different levels of descriptive. So I'm just writing it. So if you want, you can. So the descriptive statistics, we have different level. Descriptive, okay. So descriptive study different level. There is a first level. I mean, I'm talking about the 0 degree, the basic descriptive study. Any idea what is the basic descriptive statistics? What is the basic descriptive statistics? Any idea? The basic descriptive. What is the starting descriptive statistics? The starting point, like a preliminary spot of descriptive. What is first level? It is nothing but frequency analysis and percentage analysis. So frequency, I'm just writing this frequency and percentage. So this is a basic degree. Okay. So there's a question, sir. Sir, this software is in Indian language, not any. No, it is already told. It's used by other language also. Pallavi, madam, it is another language also there. I already showed this. Go to the 3 dots. You are getting the other languages also. So kindly check with this. Right. So you're talking about typing something. So you can type any language. The language comfortable is there. I already told them before this. Yes. Now the second degree. What is the next level of descriptive? Any idea? What is the next level of descriptive? Yeah, that Karthikeyan sir, you are correct. That is called mean median mode. But basically, it's called measures of center tendency. MCT, measures of center tendency. Measures of center tendency is talking about the centerness of the data. Basically, it's called mean median mode. Okay, mean median mode. Okay. So please, I request someone started to write something. Don't be do. Okay. Yes. Now, what is the third degree? Any idea? What is the next level of descriptive? What is the next level of descriptive? Yes, of course, you are talking about dispersion. Correct. This is a dispersion. That's called measures of variability. But under this, we need to find standard deviations, mean deviation, quarter deviation, like this, plenty of things there. Okay. So, yes, but I'm talking about the research basis. We need mean is compulsory is needed. Standard deviation is compulsory. Other things are based on the investigative division. Suppose you want to add the quarter deviation, percentage analysis, everything that investigative division. But basically, you can add at least mean and standard deviation. What is the next level? What is the fourth level? Any idea what is the fourth level? What is the fourth level? What is the next level of descriptive? It is a graph. Huh? No, other than this, there is no. It's a t-test. It's not a descriptive. I'm talking about descriptive. T-test is like a inferential statistics. So I'm talking about yeah. So this is talking about distribution. Listen, the next one is talking about distribution. The next one is talking about distribution. Under this only we are talking about skewness, kurtosis, skewness and kurtosis, skewness and kurtosis. And we are talking about NPC, normal probability curve. So therefore, there is a four basic, I'm talking about 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4th degree of calculations. NPC, that's called distribution. We are talking skewness, kurtosis and NPC. Do you have any doubts up to now? But one thing that this 1 degree, no, this first degree, your data set should be a categorical. Listen, the first degree of descriptive statistics is only meant for categorical data. You cannot go with the continuous data for this. Similarly, if you go with the second and third, fourth, the second and third, fourth degree of calculation, it should be continuous data. These are the basic assumptions. Hope you are getting the assumptions. For the first degree, your data set should be categorical. So only if you have the categorical data, only is possible to do a frequency analysis. For the second degree, third degree, fourth degree, your data should be continuous. Then only you can be able to do a continuous. Any doubts now? Any doubt? So I hope you are getting some. What is NPC? Normal probability curve. So NPC nothing but normal probability curve. Everything is called normal probability curve. From this, we can check whether it's satisfying the normality or not. Okay. Okay. So yes. Fine. So can we go with the calculation now? Are you ready now? Can we go with calculations? Yes. Now I request all to go back your Jamovi interface of this one. Jamovi interface of this one. And I request all to save this. How to save? Any idea? Now you type, hope you are done it. Okay. Now you need to be save this. So go to the 3 dot, go to the 3 dot, go to the save, that hamburger, go to the save and see, give the same file name. And what is the file name? What is the file name? .ome. Listen, in the Jamovi software, the extension is called .ome. if you want to save in a desktop, go to the browse, select the desktop, and click save. Please, I request all to look onto this path. Any doubts now? Those who successfully save this, you can type yes in the chat box. Those who successfully save this file, kindly type yes in the chat box. Okay. Thank you, Prisi. Thank you, Vinod sir. Thank you, Suganya. Thank you, MLD. Thank you, Sruti. Okay. So hope you don't have any doubts. Okay. Yes. Now the next one. I'm just going to do the next steps. Now we need to do a what kind of calculation? Descriptive. The descriptive, the option is called exploration. So the term they're using for descriptive analysis is called exploration. I request all to click exploration. Click exploration. When you click the exploration, you are getting the two options, descriptive and scatter diagrams. There's a diagrams. I request all to click descriptive. Click descriptive. When you click descriptive, you are getting this interface. You are getting the interface. How many they got this interface? Those are getting the interface. You can type I in the chat box. Listen, this is very important because this, yeah. Now, the previously we are talking about two interfaces. What are the interfaces? Any idea? We are discussing two interfaces, left side and right side. One is a spreadsheet, other one is an outcome, I mean output variable. But now we have a third, what is that? There is a one more also comes the left side, one interface. Do you know what is the interface? This interface is called computational interface. Like we are going to do the calculation here. These are the computational interface. This can output interface. Any doubt? How many interface now? How many interface?
Two.
Totally three. Okay, now it's totally three. So suppose I want to go to the data interface. How to do this? Any idea? I want to go back to data. Click data. You can get the data interface. Are you able to see this? If you want to go to the analysis interface, when you click this analysis, click this explorations, you are getting a descriptive. When you click the descriptive, you will get the computation interface as well as the one more interface. What is this output? Okay, altogether how many interface? Three. Hope you are getting the same. SP is also three interface, like a data set, data interface. One is data, then a variable view. Other one is called what is this? Yeah, output view. Okay, here also. Listen, now as already mentioned this, I already mentioned. I'm just going to the first degree. What's the first degree? What's the first degree? It's only a frequency analysis. Any doubts? We are going to do only the frequency analysis, right? Are you ready now?
Yes.
So for this, which are the variable may suitable for frequency analysis? Tell me, which are the variable? We have 6 variables. Which are the variable may permit to do a
gender,
frequency analysis? Yes.
qualification, management, and locality.
Yes, fine. Therefore, only the 4 variables eligible. Therefore, what you can do, select all the 4 variables. Select all the 4 variables. So how to select together? Select first gender, select a shift button or control, or for your case you can see. Then click variables, put in variables. When you click variables, automatically this output comes. There is a descriptive gender, qualification, mean, median, standard. Is it correct? The output is correct? The output is correct? Anyone tell me the output which is given by the Jamovi software is correct or not? There is a software is providing some output in the right side. Is the software producing the output is correct? Is it correct?
Yeah, it's given in decimals.
Is it correct?
No, it should actually you should get percentage, I think.
Yeah, listen, there is a mistake. I mean, that is a problem. If you are not knowing the basic statistics, there will be chances you may be copy and paste the output. You are claiming that this is output given by Jamovi. The same issues in the case of SPS also. So the SP, because when you import a donkey, sometimes the output is in horse. When you import horse as an input, there will be output is in donkey. Therefore, kindly check whether the output which is given by Jamovi or any software is correct. This is totally wrong output. Why? As already mentioned, what is the basic characteristics? What is the basic characteristics for doing a frequency analysis? Only for categorical data. The next one, you can see this, when we can do a mean median mode, if the data set should be a
continuous data.
Continuous. Therefore, the basic assumption itself is wrong here. Therefore, what you can do, there's a problem. When you click the statistics, please, I request all to click the statistics here. You can click the statistics. When you click the statistics, When you click the statistics, default, all the buttons are enabled. Are you able to see this? The default here, the buttons are enabled. So I request all to mean median mode is not possible here. Kindly remove this except n and what is that? Missing. So kindly, even the missing also not because there is no missing. Kindly fix only n. Okay. So now we are getting this number of gender, number of qualification management. Now we need to know this frequency only. There is an option called frequency table. Are you able to see the frequency table?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you know the two symbol? What is the symbol? What is the two symbols?
They are for categorical data.
Yeah,
and
listen. This is a good thing, even if you're not technically sound, because you are not statistically sound, the basic understanding that you can know this symbol. So this symbol only possible for frequency. As I already mentioned this, only the nominal ordinary data only possible for frequency. Then collect the frequency table. So when you click the frequency table, you are getting a output now. Now you are getting this output. Kindly check this output now. Male, female, percentage, frequency, management frequency, frequency locality. How many that got this output? How many that got this output? Those are getting output. You can type O in the chat box. So I'm just going to the 1 degree of output. What is the 1 degree? 1 degree of messes of. What is the first degree? What is the first degree?
frequency and percentage.
Frequency. So now frequency. Which is the frequency? The number of male is the frequency. What is the percentage? 19.7. So what is this meaning? It's nothing but the cumulative percentage. You can see this one instead of going to male and female. If you're seeing here, you may get some idea. You can see this. I'm just showing this here. You can see this government 33.4 percentage. And when you add this 33 with 33.3, this goes 66.7 percentage. When you add 66.67 through 33 point, it's 100 percentage. Now we're getting the cumulative percentage. What's the
Yeah,
cumulative?
it
right?
gets accumulated one.
It's cumulative one. Okay, but for your destination, you can use only these two only. Counts as well as the percentage of total. This two is enough. This two is enough. No need for cumulative. If you need to add, you can use it, no problem. And the good thing is this output is default is an API format. What is the format of the output? What is the format? This is a format is called API style. This is a format called API style. So you can just copy and paste. I will tell you how to copy and all later. So I hope you are getting this idea how to do this. Any doubts? Any doubts? For the first degree of frequency analysis, can you go to the second degree? Can you move to the next one? What is the second one? What is the second one? What is the second one? Measures of center tendency, measures of variability, dispersions, and NPC. Are you ready now? So now we are going to do this one. I request all to go back to Jamovi. Now, can you tell me which are the variables? Okay, and just stop. Which are the variable permit to do a measure center tendency, measure variability? Which are the variables possible?
Continuous.
Yeah, only continuous. So remove this variable first. Remove this variable. Remove all the genders there down. Okay. Now, which are our continuous variable? Environment awareness, green skill. Kindly select and put it there. Okay, just to put it here. Now, when you click it here, you are getting this interface. There is a mistakes. What happened? What's showing here?
It's showing in this thing.
Frequency table. Can we do the frequency table for this data set, this variable? Can you do?
Pardon, sir? Pardon?
Can we do a frequency analysis for this variable, environment awareness green skill?
Not
we do?
required,
No,
sir.
no.
Mean and median is required.
Yeah,
median.
listen, that is a problem. In the SPSS, when you go to the frequency analysis, maybe showing this, kindly remove the frequency. For this variable, the basic assumption to do a frequency analysis only for category variable, but this variable is a continuous, therefore we cannot do the frequency. We can go with only what?
Mean.
Mean, median, mode, and measures of variability. There, what you can go to the statistics. I request all to click this statistics. And what is the second degree? What is our second degree? What is the second degree? Measures of central.
Measures of central tendency.
Yeah, now we can come back. You can see this our data set. You can see this. Are you able to see this different heading? What is the different heading?
Central tendency.
Click mean. Suppose you want median, mode. These are the three things. These are the basic things. Directly we may get it from the Jamovi. Yes, please, we cannot find this, which may be measures of central tendency, which may be third degree, which may be fourth degree. This never be there where these are things you cannot find from the SPS, but you can see this. This is like a layman basis software. This is layman. Anyone can do if you know the basic understanding. Right now, second degree is over. Can you go to the third degree? What's the third degree? What's our third degree?
Dispersion.
Measures of dispersion.
Mean deviation, measure
Yes.
dispersion.
Measure of dispersion, measures of variability. So for this, we are good with standard deviation. So I'm just going back. So are you able to see the dispersion here?
Yeah, yes.
Separate heading. So this is called third degree. Select standard deviation, variance, range, minimum score, maximum score. What is called IQR? Interquartile range. IQR is nothing but Q3 minus Q1. Q3 means third quartile minus Q1. It is called IQR, interquartile range. Hope you are getting this. Right? Interquartile range. Right. Now, third degree is over. What is the fourth degree?
Fourth degree is the distribution, skewness and.
Yes. So what is the distribution here? Are you able to see the distribution? Are you see the distribution? Skewness,
Yeah, yeah.
kurtosis.
Mm.
Listen, everything is select. Now this is your perfect descriptive statistics. Any doubts now? Hope you are getting the descriptive statistics. Hope you are getting the descriptive statistics. Right? Any doubt in the descriptive? And one more, checking the normality, we have one more is there. Checking the normality, we have one more. What is this? Normality analysis. What is the normality analysis? That's called Safira-Wilk analysis. Actually, this may be more relevant if the sample size is less than 300 only. If the sample size is more than 300, it's not be more relevant one. Okay, Safira-Wilk, no need to do this. You can do this interpretation based on skewness kurtosis itself. I'm just giving this the thumb rule also. So when we can check this Safira-Wilk. So some people have the wrong notion that, sir, when the Safira-Wilk is not satisfying the normality, whether we cannot go with the parametric. It's not like this. Sometimes Safira-Wilk never be a significant. Okay.
So samples. Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, I'm just connected with another system. There is a problem with my 2 minutes. And just give the 2 minutes. So 2 minutes. I'm just having a small network issue in my end. I'm just checking with my internet. Okay. Okay, you cannot sort your video. Okay. Well, my voice is audible to all of you. 1 minute. Huh? So there is a network issue my end. Audible to all of you? Yes. Okay. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm just checking my internet. Sorry. Okay. Just reconnecting once again. So 2 minutes. Sorry, I'm just. I don't know why this disconnected happened. I'm unable to establish. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm audible to all of you. Is it okay now? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
You're
fine,
right.
fine. So my camera, the host kindly make me to go because my camera is not able to open, unable to start the video. So if possible, kindly turn on the camera. Okay, Cyril, kindly make me to be turn on the camera, my end.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please. Sorry for this disturbance. Suddenly there is a problem with my end. Okay. Unable to start. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we're discussing about Jamovi, right? Yes. Yes. So do you know what is this roll number? Any idea? Why is the roll number showing this? That there is a roll number. What is the roll number? Sorry, roll number. What is the roll number? What is the row number? There's nothing but there is the roll number like sample number. Sample number 116 is 265, 220 is 260. These are the scores of that particular sample numbers. So the lowest scores in the environmental awareness 145. These are the 5 respondent. Similarly, that green skill 245 get this 949th sample. 233 got by the 112 sample. The 32 the participants they got 230. These are the sample representation. Hope you're getting this. Any doubt? Any doubt?
So just please pardon, I was not able to hear this, sir.
Madam, this is like outliers. For example, you are conducting the examination for 100 mark. There's a chances some of the students know, in most of the, I mean, out of 40, 50 students, nearly 48 students got more than 60 above. Only 2 students, because of ill issues, they got 10, 15. When you add these 2 participants as part of your sample, as part of your what is it, data, because these 2 people may be after the entire means. Is it correct? So therefore, we need to check whether which are the people that come to the outlier. We need to remove those outliers. Otherwise, your data sets may be skewed. The data set may become skewed. For ensuring this, we are checking the outliers. Hope you are getting this. Why we need outliers? So the outlier for the data sets, whether it comes skewed or properly normality curves come, for this we are checking this outliers. So particularly for any kind of data, even for doing the t-tests, there is a one assumption that your data set no need have any kind of outliers. We need to remove this outliers basically. Out of 1,000 sample, there is some sample, there may be outliers. There may be very less score, there may be very high score. This is going to affect the entire data sets. That is why we need to remove these people. We maybe call these people as outliers. Hope you are getting this meaning, right? Now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, now I'm just going to write the interpretation. Before this, I request all to go to my website, and this is my website, because I already compared. There is a one wonderful interpretations for the descriptive statistics. You can refer this one. This is a thumb rule you are finding from this. This is a website called digigogi.info. Digigogi.info. The website called digigogi.info. Digigogi.info. So when you go with this, when you go with the statistic resources, statistic reference, I'm just sharing direct link to you. I'm just sharing this link in the chat box. I request all to click this link. I request all to click this link. Yeah. So hope you are getting this. Hope you are getting this. There is a link. Kindly click this link. And I request all to click this this second link that is called Mishra and Prabhakar. This is a wonderful article. From this, you can understand how to write the interpretation. If you want to know how to write the interpretation for descriptive statistics, when you click this descriptive statistics, you are getting this entire, like how to write the interpretation for mean, how to write the interpretation for the mode. For everything is available in this link. So I request all to go to second one, descriptive statistics normality test. So it go to the website, there you can find this. Similarly, there is a normality distribution, the skewness cutters, that also you can open. The first one also you can open. You can open the both. Open the both. So I request all to open the both. Okay. You can open the both. Yes. Yeah. It's working for your end, the first one. Working. Kindly check. So it's a wonderful article. I found it. That's the reason I shared you. Okay. So kindly check for me that small network issues. Okay. Otherwise, what you can do in the same folder which I given, no, there also I just added a interpretation, how to write an interpretation for descriptive statistics. So what you can do, just go back to my WhatsApp. In this, go to the here. I already shared drive. No, when you click this drive, you are getting this options. Okay, there is an statistics presentation by Thiyagu. Okay, when you click this, you are getting a analysis and interpretation. Okay, in the API format. When you click this, you are getting the PDF file. You can get all the how to write an interpretation for mean, median, mode, measure, dispersions, for everything is there. Okay, so kindly check with this. I'm just going to what is that? Explain very fastly. Other things you can look onto from here. Any doubts? This PDF file is already available there. I'm just going back to Jamovi and explain this output firstly. And take it, if you want to take your notes, kindly take it in the paper because you want to write some interpretations. And one more thing I just added, this is called percentage. The percentage is nothing but the positions like 25th percentage, 15th percentage, 17th percentage is the position. The 25th percentage is nothing but the Q1 is the first quartile. 15% is nothing but median is called second quartile. 70% is nothing but the third quartile is called Q3. Okay, so these are things you must be aware of it and just click the percentage. Automatically you will get the percentage also. Are you able to find this percentage? Did you find the percentage? Those are generated percentage, you can type P in the chat box. Therefore, entire descriptive statistics is possible to do in a single software, Jamovi itself. Any doubts now? Any doubts? Any doubts? Yes, now listen. I'm just going to add a diagram also. So suppose you done it, everything is like description over. Suppose you want to give some kind of diagram representations. Close the statistics. Just to click 1 second. You are getting the plot option. Kindly check the plots. There is an option called plots. When you click the plots, you are getting this option: histogram, density, and box plot. So kindly click the histogram. When you click the histogram, you are getting a wonderful diagram. So in a histogram, are you able to see get the histogram? How many that got the histogram? Those are create a histogram, type H in the chat box. Click histogram. Go to the plot and type and click histogram. Click histogram. Right. Next, listen. In the histogram above, if you want to add some kind of NPs, normal property curve, there is a density. Kindly click the density. When you click the density, automatically there's a curve is coming. There's a NPs is coming. This is a wonderful diagram you can use for a dissertation. Right? So therefore, histogram, the above is NPs also. This is same available in SPs also. All right, but not this mode. It's showing only the NPs, but it's like a very curvy basis showing this. And there is another option. There's a wonderful diagram for the QQ plot. This is normally we are checking for the normality analysis. When you click this QQ plot, you are getting the two diagram for the two variables. So here, how we can write the interpretation means, see, there is a you are getting there is a line, right? The center, there is a slide line. So these are the data. There's 1,000 data sets lies in the above the line. So here the interpretation like this only. If all the data lies around or above the straight line, this is called normality. But for our case, what happened? You can see this for our case, the small issues happen for a data sets. There's a small skewness happen. You can see this lower point at the upper point. There is this variation. There is be there will be some what is that? The data is not be around the line or above the line. There will be small scatters there. Some kind of scores are deviate from the line. So basically, some outliers is that we need to remove this outlier. When you remove this outlier, the issue is solved. Otherwise, you can check this. Most of the data, it is above the line or around the line. Therefore, it's satisfying the NPC. It's like what is it? Checking. I mean, it's satisfying normality. Like this, we can come to the conclusions. This is the way we can come to the conclusion whether it's satisfying normality. This is called QQ plan. Similarly, this other graph, you can see this also. This is for the another variable. This is another variable. This is called green skill. Here also the similar issues there. What is the issues? Because there is some outliers that you can see some outliers here. So sorry, I'm just go. Here's small outliers. There is an outliers here. You can see this outlier. This is an outliers. Here also outliers. But the problem, most of the data is around or above the diagonal line. Therefore, this also satisfies the normality. But better, you can kindly remove this particular outliers. So how we can check this outlier? For this, we have the another graph called box plot. Can you see this box plot? When you click this box plot, we are getting the another graph. This graph having a box plot. Are you able to see this wonderful box plot? So for the green skills, no outliers, no problem. But here there is an outlier. See this, there is two outliers there for the environment awareness. So when you click this violin, this the curve, how it's going to describe. You can see this, how it's going to show, like the scores are scattered like this. And the data jitter, so like this another, whenever click this, the diagram may be changed. This is the scores distribution. The scores distributed like this. And the mean, suppose you want to highlight the mean is nothing but where the mean lies, there is a small dot line showing this mean. This is a mean. Actually, this is a mean. So for this diagram, this is a mean. This is a mean. So the mean slice. Actually, this is called box plot. The box plot consists of the 5 different elements. Just for explaining what is a box plot, explaining this. I'm just going to the box plot consists of 5 elements. The first one, it is a Q2. This is called Q2. Second quartile, this is nothing but median. And this part, it is called Q3, third quartile. And this part, Q1, this is called the first quartile. So therefore, these 3 boxes is called box. Therefore, it's called box plot. Why it's called box? There is a box. The box consists of 3 layers. Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1 is nothing but the first quartile. Q2, second quartile, third quartile. And this mean lies here. And this is called maximum score. This is called maximum score. This is a minimum score. So this is minimum score, maximum score drawn with the plot lines. See, this is a plot line. There is a straight line. It is connected like this. Therefore, it's called box plot graph. So hope you are getting the meaning of a box. There is a box is the center. There is a plot. There is a straight line. Therefore, it's called box plot graph. This box plot graph consists of the 5 elements. One is called Q1, Q2, Q3, and maximum score and minimum score. Any doubts? Any doubts in the graph?
No, sir.
If you add this kind of graph, your dissertation looking good. Okay, kindly add this kind of diagramming. Okay. Yeah, it's possible. If I'm just showing this how to that font we cannot modify. Font we cannot modify. The color we can modify. I will tell this how to change the color. Okay. But font, because default is in font is coming, we cannot modify it. But other things possible, customizable. So if you want to change the color, so Sarah asking the question, just I'm going back. So how to change the color? So once again, I go back here, the 3 dots. I saw already the color palette. If you have basic, suppose you want to change the blue color, you can change the blue color diagram. You can change the blue color diagram. Okay, now blue color. Suppose you don't have blue color, you want to go with the normal grays, go to the grays. Are able to change the color? There's basically 3 colors available: gray, green, as well as the green. So now the graph is changing based on the colors. Are you able to see this, sir? Sorry, Catherine, Nitya, sorry. Yes, this is the way we can change the colors. This is the way we can change the color. Okay, right? So even the entire graph may be changed. For example, this is blue. You can see this, the entire environmental awareness is changing. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now I'm just going to interpretations for this data sets. Please kindly see this. I'm going to tell this interpretation. Yeah, the first one, I'm just showing this. The first one, n represent what? What is n represent? Number of sample. Hope you don't have doubts. What is the mean? What is called mean? What is called mean? Mean is nothing but
The average of the
average. So therefore, the entire sample, the 2 is a sample mean for the environment awareness. 178 is a mean of the green skill attitude. Median is nothing but middle value. Okay, when you keep this entire data in a ascending order, keep it in center, you are getting this ascending. It's like a mid value. What is called mode? What is a mode? Most
repeated
most repeated value. So it seems that 180 is the number for both the cases repeating. The sum is nothing but the total 1000 data set scores, the sum. Similarly, this is a sum. What is standard deviation? What is called standard deviation? What is called standard deviation?
The deviation of the values from mean.
Yeah, so the standard deviation nothing but the deviation from the mean. So how the standardly the scores are deviate from the mean. It's talking about the scores deviation from the mean in a standard way. So like that is the reason it's showing the 29.7 or 28.4. Variance is not, what is the variance? The square root of, sorry, the square root of variance is equal to standard deviation. Right? Yeah, so that you get. What is called IQR? What is called IQR?
That is something.
What is the IQR? Inter-quartile range.
Intra-quartile range.
Q3 minus Q1. Okay, what is our Q3? What is our Q3? Q3 is 201. For example, what is our Q3? 216. What is our Q1?
185
185. Therefore, 216 minus
minus 185.
185. What is the answer? 31. Similarly, 201 minus 1. What is this?
154.
154. The answer is 47.
7,
You
47.
got it, no? What is the range? Range is nothing but minimum score minus maximum score, right? So maximum score minus minimum score. Therefore, 265 minus 145 is 120. 245 minus 102 is 143. I hope there is no doubt, right? Any doubts in this?
No,
Up
sir.
to now?
Mm.
Up to now. Now the skewness very important. The skewness basically, the score is 0. It is called NPC. If score is minus value, it's called left skewness. If the score is plus value, it's called positive skewness. But according to the statistics, thumb rule that if your data set satisfying plus or minus 2, suppose your skewness value is come under the plus or minus 2. It may be plus 2 or minus 2. Within the plus or minus 2, minus 2 to plus 2. We can consider this data set as a normality. Understood? This we can consider as a normality. And we can do a parametric analysis. Hope you are getting this. Check with the skewness value. The skewness value is less than minus, or what is that? Minus 2 to plus 2, it's satisfying. Go with the normality analysis. It's satisfying normality, then go with the parametric. Similarly, the kurtosis value, related to 0.263 only, but the interpretation for the destination purpose, you can consider for the minus 7 to plus 7. It is considered. So if the value is minus 7 to plus 7, you can go to the skewness value. I'm talking about skewness value. It's also satisfying the normality. It's also checking the normality. Suppose you want to know this reference for this, for the reference, because everything we need to refer. I mean, you need to give the proper reference, right? Go back to my the website. I already given this. Okay, I'm just given this. I just already given this, right? Just showing this. Yeah, you can see this. My sorry, I'm just going back to my yes. Yes, 1 minute. Yes, hope you are seeing this. There is a sheet which I shared. There is a wonderful open lecture statistics. It is a wonderful resources. There they discussing about this. So there's a reference made by his name is called West et al. His name is called West et al. Please, I request all to look onto this the particular. So when you write the interpretation, also we have to cite these people. Okay, what is the interpretation in this? You can see this interpretation. As already mentioned, this your West according to the West et al. And the proposed reference subsequent departure from the normality, the skewness value is greater than 2 to, I mean, plus or minus 2. The kurtosis value, I'm talking about the kurtosis value, it is accepting plus or minus 7, right? Who suggests this one? Who's the refer? West et al. 1996. Any doubts in this? Any doubt? So we can write the interpretation whether checking the normality or not with this. Okay. Suppose sometimes the people having the thought that, sir, I don't go with this plus or minus 2 or plus or minus 7. I want to go with the Z value. There is a formula for Z value. If you go with the Z value, the score is 1.96 plus or minus 1.96 within the 1.96. We can go with the normality. I mean, it's actually the normality. You can see this here. So the Z score is larger than 1.96, which is make it as a distribution to normal. So there's a 3 conditions to check the normal. Kindly refer this article. You may get some idea how to write the interpretations about the kurtosis. And just going back to the Jamovi. Sorry, I'm just going back to Jamovi once again. Right. Any doubts now? Any doubts? How to write the interpretation for this? But suppose you have the doubts, sir, how to find the Z score. So suppose you like to find the Z score. I'm just giving the idea. How to find the Z score with the use of this output? Very simple. The Z score formula is nothing but, I'm just writing the Z score formula is equal to skewness value divided by standard error skewness. Okay, but sorry, there is a problem with writing. Z is equal to skewness divided by standard error skewness. Okay. Similarly, Z of kurtosis value divided by standard error
Standard
kurtosis
error
value.
kurtosis.
Kurtosis. Okay. In this case, what is the standard error? You can see the skewness value 0.135 divided by standard error skewness 0.07. Anyone tell this answer? What is the
7.76.
answer? What is the answer? Point,
Maybe approximately 0.2,
point
0.02,
two.
0.02.
Okay, fine. Okay, kindly check this. But this value is less than plus or minus 1.96. Therefore, it's satisfying the normality. Hope you are
Normality.
getting this. This is the way we can write the interpretation. Okay. Suppose if you want to take only skewness, the skewness value plus or minus 2 is acceptable. If you go with the kurtosis value, you can go with plus or minus 7 is acceptable. Suppose you go with the Z score, go with the plus or minus, what is the value? Plus or minus
1.96.
1.96. This is the way you can write the interpretation. Who suggests this? Who's refer? West et al.
Best.
West et al. Okay. Now, similarly, there is a Sapira-Wilks for this. Sapira-Wilks meant for more than, less than 300 only. But if more than 300, it won't be worth. Okay. For this case, you can see this, the Sapira-Wilk is not satisfying the normality. It's like a non-normality showing this because the value is less than 0.01, automatically is non-normality. So what you can do the consideration, you can go with the skewness only as a consideration, skewness kurtosis. No need to look on the Sapira-Wilk. Is it correct or understood? No need to check the Sapira-Wilk. Sapira-Wilk is only meant for less than 300. You can see this also is available. There is a Sapira-Wilk. For the Sapira-Wilk based, you can see this here. Eyeball, the form, the formal normality test, including Sapira-Wilk test or Jamovi may be useful from small or medium size sample, n less than 300, but may be unreliable for the
Large samples.
large sample. Hope you are good. This is said by whom? Hang Jung. So wherever you write the interpretation, kindly give the citation, right? Then the issues not be there. Okay. So they made this kind of statistical thumb rule. So you are adopting this, you can it is writing as it is. Okay. So this is where we can write a descriptive statistics inference. Okay. Hope you don't have any doubts in the inference statistics. Any doubts? Any doubts? Any
No,
doubts?
sir, excuse me.
Please.
And the checkbox where data is written, there something is written jittered. What is that, sir?
You're talking about this one, madam. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, there is jitter is a data type. Like you can see this that box plot. I'm just closing. So you are getting some kind of dot. No, suppose I'm changing this as stacked. You can see the changes. You can see this changes. Are you able to see this?
Yeah, sir.
This like a normally it's called stem leaf. There is a graph is called stem leaf graph. It's like a stem leaf. For example, 200, 201 this people. These are 200 people. Okay. So this is like the scores. Jitter means showing us a data in a box, within a box. But this is a stem leaf case. Okay. So like this, you can add any kind of graph for this. Okay. Right. Hope you don't have any doubt. So this is a reference. Please don't forget when you like to add this in output, kindly use these references. Okay. You are citing properly, it seems. Okay. You are citing properly. Yeah. Now the final one. After this, we can wind up. Sorry. We thought to finish at 8 o'clock, but it takes time. How to copy this? How to copy these findings? Present. If you want to copy this finding in the Word document, very simple. Keep the cursor in the descriptive. Keep the cursor in the descriptive. Right click. What the options you are getting? What the option? Go to the all option. Go to the all option. Copy. Go to the all options. Copy. But the export option is only meant for a PDF only. A PDF file. Better go with the copy and open a Word document. Open a Word document. Open a Word document and paste this. Okay, open a Word document and paste it. Okay, and just open a Word document. Yeah. So I request all to paste that output. Paste this output. So keep the cursor and paste this output. Yeah, now the output is there. Okay. Yes. Now you can see this, the exact output, the graph and all. Are you able to see the graph? Everything customizable. Everything customizable. It is but the graph title is not customizable, but other tables customizable. Tables under customizable. So this way we can copy and paste this output in your sheets. Okay. In your Word document.
We're not able to get, sir. Kindly can you just.
Sorry, ma'am.
should we double click on descriptive?
Madam,
We-
keep the cursor, right click. Right
Okay.
click, go to the all options, copy, and open a Word document and paste it. How many of them pasted? How many of them pasted it? So those are pasted, you can type P in the chat box. Those are pasted, kindly type P in the chat box. Yeah. So, sir, I am already shared this link, ME meeting. I already shared this link, link of the article. So the thumb rule, all the thumb rules about the normality and when you how to write the interpretation, everything I already made as a link. Kindly find from this link. Okay. So yeah, this is I told no. So how to write the interpretation? Kindly check with this how to write the interpretation for mean. So everything is the mean interpretation, median interpretation, mode interpretation, standard deviation, standard error. All the interpretations are available. Kindly check with this article. This is also another article. This also talking about the normality, and you can see the here also that sample size less than 50 superability test should be used. Is a more power detects non-normality. So everything they highlight, kindly read it. This may be a reference article for you to write the interpretations. Okay.
Have you shared the link of this article, sir, in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I already shared. Yeah, I'm sharing. One second, I'm sharing it. Okay. So I'm sharing this website article. Yeah, this link I'm sharing it. Yeah. Yes, I shared. Okay. I shared now. Okay.
Thank you,
Hope
sir.
any doubts now? Any doubts, please ask me. Or if you want to add some more points, you can add me. Okay. Then we can wind up. So tomorrow we are discussing about t-test. I request all to already save the data set, keep it as it is. Okay. Don't delete it. We can do the further calculation with that. Okay. We can do further calculation with that. Yes. Any doubts?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, please.
What is the category of t-test? One-type test, two-type test.
Sir, don't worry. Tomorrow we are discussing that one only. So what is a one sample test? What is a two sample test? Everything I'm going to give tomorrow. Tomorrow
Okay,
there is a
thanks.
special session for this. So tomorrow we are discussing all kinds of t-test. Don't worry. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Can
Yes,
we
yes, ma'am.
get the recording of this session?
Madam, that is not possible. Okay. And that's not be good also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
Thiyagu sir, can we wind up?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Venkatesh?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir. I request Dr. Venkatesh to say a word of thanks for the first day session.
Okay, good evening to one and all. On behalf of Mitra Publications, it is my privilege to extend a heartfelt thanks to everyone who joined for this inaugural session of the National Online Workshop on Quantitative Data Analysis with Jamovi. First, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to our esteemed chief guests. We are incredibly grateful to Dr. R. Annathrai, Director, Center for Education Research, Madurai Kamaraj University, for his gracious presence and continuous support. We also extend our warm thanks to Professor Dr. S. Prakash, Principal of Thiyagu College of Preceptors, Madurai, for his inspiring words and commitment to educational collaborations. A special note of appreciation goes to our distinguished guest, Dr. K. Thiyagu, Assistant Professor at Central University of Kerala, Kasaragod. His contributes to this field and dedication to advancing educational technology are truly inspiring, sir. And we are honored to have him lead today workshops. I would also like to thank Dr. Evan Cecil, the Secretary of Mitra Publications, and Dr. Parthivanji, the Joint Secretary of Mitra Publications, for their visionary guidance and support in organizing this workshop. Your dedication has made the initiative possible. Finally, to all our participation, including principal, professors, research scholar, and academician for various institutions, thank you for being here with us today. We look forward to an enlightening sessions ahead to hope you find valuable insight in today's